obviously, I think this whole thing is a joke. Every reporter I know who's in the room, we have off-the-record conversations, basically say the same thing. I'm concerned still about the jury. I'm concerned that they're so biased against the president. It won't matter what they've seen in court. It won't matter if they caught Michael Cohen in a lie. Those kinds of things concern me. But at the end of the day, you play clips like that from Lawrence O'Donnell and others on the left. They always are angry or they accuse Republicans of things that they themselves are guilty of actually doing. And there's a great example of just that. Just going off on something, again, his viewers don't care about either. They care about the issues for the most part, although they do like a good Trump rip here and there. So it's just him playing up to the crowd. Donald Trump's in good shape here legally. He's going to get this thing overturned, even if he is convicted. And then we're off to the races preparing for a debate and then ultimately an election in November.
I never like to predict what a jury will do, but if the phrase and the concept beyond a reasonable doubt has any meaning whatsoever, it's very difficult to imagine at least the two lawyers on the jury voting to convict.
So I want to switch gears here. Obviously, Biden is about, 5 months out from possibly getting reelected. So Kamala thinking that maybe she should turn her focus elsewhere if she is not vice president for another 4 years. Take a listen to this exchange at the White House yesterday.
Have you heard?
Oh, no.
That Vice President Harris is telling friends that she may go back to California and run for governor if the election does not go her way?
That is news to me. I would say this, the vice president has been a great partner to this president. He is appreciative of the work that she has done. It is impressive what she's been able to do. She has been an amazing partner, and the president appreciates her leadership, and that's all I'll say to that.
Mark, is she going to be governor of California?
I doubt it. Her plan is to be vice president for 4 more years and then president for 8. And until she has reason to believe that it's not in the cards, I think that's where her focus
How'd that get out there, Hogan? That little rumor.
Look, there are a lot of people that jockey for position inside of a White House to try and get that relevance they so desperately desire. And this is one of those deals where they called up a reporter and maybe floated something to them because they heard it in passing and they were kind of, treated as a king for a day or a queen for a day, depending on the gender of the person who actually leaked the stuff. But that kind of stuff happens all the time. The real question then becomes, what is Kamala Harris actually thinking if that's what she's out there telling people? Does she think they're actually going to lose this race? Does she think they don't have a chance to win a second term? That's, to me, more important here than any political aspirations the vice president may or may not have, because I think people will decide that. And right now, there's no one more unpopular in this country politically than Kamala Harris.
All right. I'll tell you what. I am so excited to have both of you on today because you were not with us yesterday. All I really want to talk about is this debate. And then next week, I will focus on other things. We might get a verdict in the Trump trial. But I think this is a trap for Donald Trump. I think it's a total setup. I don't think there's any way that Dana Bash and Jake Tapper can be remotely impartial. Those two moderating this debate would be like if you said, okay, Newsmax has got the debate and Rob and Greg Kelly are going to be moderating. The reaction would be exactly the same. It is exactly the same. CNN is Newsmax, but on the other side. I don't know why Donald Trump is walking into this trap, but this is a win across the board for Joe Biden, and I think it'll be a win for him late next month as well on the debate stage. And I say that only because when the bar is as low as it is, as long as he doesn't fall asleep on stage or literally collapse on the stage, he will win the day. I don't know why Trump agreed to this. I'll give each of you 15 seconds. That's going to set up our next segment at the top of the hour. Mark, to you first.
I think most of what Donald Trump agreed to was fine. I think agreeing to let CNN host the debate borders on insanity.
Hogan?
I don't like any of the parameters around this whole thing, but the great part about Donald Trump is he's like, screw it, I don't care. I'm going in, I'm debating this guy, I have better policies, this guy's a failure, and I'm going to prove it to the world. I would watch, though, if Joe Biden does the faceplant you think he's going to do, both physically and or mentally. It's in June. There's a chance those Democrats could make a switch before the convention.
I heard you say that 2 nights ago on Leventhal with Rick Gates. I think that's brilliant, Hogan. I stole it and parroted it as my own yesterday on the news. That's why they're doing it in June. 2 months to, if he face plants, 2 months to replace old Joe.